Nothing about your personality will define you, only your material possessions.
What's good, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I approach making a remix. This isn't going to be a thing of like, oh yeah, get an acapella and then take the melody and then twist it into this. What I'm going to get into is making a remix that's like actually interesting and respects the original as much as possible, while like also putting your own kind of twist on it. So I'm going to be using the example of this song that I made like a year ago. It's a flip of Spektrem Shine, the classic NCS song. And I'm just going to be talking you through like the mindset that I had while making it, and maybe a little bit of technical bullshit, but mostly just my mindset about it.
Nothing about your personality will define you.
So the first thing that I pretty much always do with any remix is I always put it in a different key. So this is whether I'm just making a normal remix, or if I'm like, you know, just for fun, or if I'm doing it for like a remix contest. Especially for remix contests, I always change the key. I either pitch it up or down. The reason I do that is because if you're like someone who's judging like a remix contest, you are going to hear the same song that you already spent probably, you know, dozens of hours making in the first place. You're going to be sitting there re-listening to your song over and over and over again, and then all of them are going to be in the same key, right? Because like people don't think to change the key, and then your track is going to be the one that's pitched up, or it's like pitched down, and that is going to be interesting. That's immediately going to catch your attention. So first thing I always do is change the key.
Only your material possessions.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take the ideas from Spektrem Shine, the original, and reflip it into like another genre, like another idea. But I don't want to just, you know, take the acapella, put it over a new song and call it a remix. I want to like actually integrate like every element that I respect and like, and that made me, you know, get attached to the song in the first place. I wanted to take every element of that and like reweave it into like, you know, a new song. So for example, like right from the get-go, I'm taking the exact chord progression and I'm taking the melody, and I'm just immediately slamming it in the face of like, this is the song. So this melody that I came up with is actually just like, it's just a classic Shine melody, but then actually just like kind of like harmonized. Like if I play it over top, you kind of notice it. It's just kind of like a harmonization, but I decided to keep like the rhythm the same so that it plays off of the original melody, immediately hitting you with that nostalgia. Instantly, I have a hair in my mouth. Sorry about that. Another thing that I did that I mean, I just like doing this in general, but this song is actually in a half key. This song is in G sharp minor plus 50 cents. So it's like, I like doing that, but the reason I like doing that is because it kind of reminds me of like Nightcore a little bit. You know, you would take like the songs and speed it up and like, oh wow, look at that, it's a new song. And what would happen is like if you speed it up using like iMovie or something like that, which is probably how people tended to do it, you would use the percentage slider. So for example, if it's like on 100% speed originally, then you would crank it to 120% or something, but that wouldn't necessarily align with like the typical key structures. So it wouldn't pitch up 5 semitones, for example. It might pitch up 5 semitones and 30 something cents, right? So you'd get that kind of like half key effect. That's what I wanted to do for this one. I was like, I want it to evoke that nostalgic feeling, you know. I sound very pretentious.
Because material possessions is really all you have.
And then right here, this is actually how I started the song, is I had this. Like I just wanted to recreate the melody real quick. And then I accidentally put the acapella over it without anything else. And then I got this. Like this. And I was like, wait, that sounds sick. And so I just didn't put like a bass line or chords under it or anything, and I think it's a really cool way to like highlight the melody. So because it's such a iconic melody, I couldn't just not highlight it like that. And so then, you know, I added the dubstep drop because I like dubstep. So now the idea with the dubstep drop is like still to play off of the like ideas of Spektrem Shine. I didn't want to just make a dubstep drop because it could have easily just been like That would be boring as fuck. So the first thing that I did is I made the drop have like an actual chord progression. Like it doesn't just stay on like the root note, for example. If it were to stay on the root note, then, you know, it would lose some of its character. So it has the full like, right? It has that whole chord progression to it. I don't remember how I made the fucking sounds. For anybody who's curious, this is how I made the sound. I just took like this like chord thing that I made. It's like a couple layers. Just took that, I resampled it, and then I just chopped it up like this. And I just added a couple effects to it to make it sound really epic and not just like a, you know, chopped up audio sample. And then I layered it over this. Anyway. And then right here, of course, the classic melody comes in. And then here, of course, the glorious acapella comes back in. Just reminds you of what fucking song you're listening to. This is Spektrem shine, guys. It has to shine through. Think about it, man.
She rides for that Lamborghini. She rides for that house.
And then at the end of the drop, we have a little breakdown. While your childhood flashes before your eyes, right? Top 10 gaming moments.
Isn't far into the night, I raise my hand.
I was just like, that melody is just so fucking good. I have to just put it here and just let it play out. And I also just like my, you know, post-drop breakdowns. You know, I like just kind of keep continuing the drop a little bit instead of just like doing this. That would be like lame as fuck. It would be disrespectful. So yeah, I did that. And then from there, it was like literally, I was just like, I need to make a drop variation for the second drop, so I just changed the flow a little bit. Made a cool fake out so that it's like, whoa, I was expecting one thing, but now I'm hearing something completely different. This is blowing my mind, right? Like that's I'm portraying the listener. That's how the listener sounds. You, the listener. You're saying like, I was. So yeah, that's basically it.
By the way, guys, I completely forgot to mention, this is like literally released officially on No Copyright Sounds. Like that's the biggest accomplishment of my entire career. So that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, so this is completely just an ad, and it's a complete sellout to get you to stream the song. So go ahead and stream the song. Have a fantastic day. I will see you guys in another video. I'll see you guys in like 7 months when I make my next video. Goodbye.
Because material possessions is really all you have. You know, she rides for that Lamborghini. She rides for that house. Because that's what defines you as a person. Nothing about your personality will define you. Only your material possessions. If it doesn't mean anything, double down on it. Because clearly you're not trying hard enough.